to seal the upset perhaps for Michigan here in Bloomington. Palmeron, the Butler transfer, on the Mac Hermann Trophy watch list. Goldson retreats back into that red and white net. Hoosier Army ready to explode if Alt can equalize. Here it comes. It's denied by Goldson. On the rebound, deflected up into the air. Goldson pumping his fist. He stonewalls Palmer Alt. Unbelievable. Isaiah Goldson rises to the occasion. An absolutely phenomenal show of goalkeeping by the Michigan netminder when they had to have it.
Indiana 1 point away from the sweep and advancing to its first regional semifinal since 2010. And that's how it ends. A miss from Gorilovich. Indiana advances to the regional semifinal in the Texas Quadrant.
How sweet it is, Graham, going to the Sweet 16 for the second time in program history. Steve Aird, I know you don't like to smell the roses, but you sure do deserve your flowers. The upbringing of this program, their ability to take this hosting opportunity and not come out nervous, not come out slow, to rise to the occasion. And I can confidently say this has been the best Indiana has looked the entire season. And it's been a historic year in the first 2 rounds of the NCAA tournament.
And you can see the emotion on the faces of these Indiana players. The historic run continues as they run to their loyal student section for what could be the last time this season. They're advancing to the regional semifinal.
Indiana volleyball, it's a family and it's here to stay in Bloomington. Wilkinson Hall was built, Steve Aird was hired, and this student section, along with the tremendous athletes on this volleyball team, are spark plugging this program into a legitimate national contender. The first team into the Sweet 16.
And no idea yet who it will be that Indiana will play. Texas and Penn State, the 2 other seeded teams in this quadrant, playing in their first round matches tonight, waiting to see who will make it to round 2.
Welcome to the world's greatest college weekend.
In 49 states, it's just a bike race, but in Indiana, it's the greatest college weekend of all time. Months and years of training, sacrifice, blood, sweat, tears have all culminated to this moment. 33 teams, 200 laps, 1 chance at IU immortality. Welcome to the 74th running of the men's Little 500. I'm Riley Woodall alongside Kara Adams and former 3PH rider Max Parker. Kara, it all comes down to this.
It does, Riley. Yesterday was a great race. We already got things going with the women's race, the sprint finish, so today's going to be a good one.
Max, you've raced in this race before. What are the emotions? What are the thoughts going through these riders' heads today?
It's all about the spectacle. You got on the front page of the IDS.
As we've got about a 4 or 5 team race for this one. Theta in front right now with Bailey Capella as they head into turn 2. It's Capella, it's Libby Lewis, 1 and 2. Novus not too far behind with Dorothy Curran Munoz. Capella now into turn 3. Can she do it for the second straight year, ending it on the bike for Theta? Bailey Capella has pulled away, and Theta, for the second year in a row, has won the Little 500. Stop me if you've heard that before.
Absolutely incredible. Bailey Capella had to put in so much effort earlier in this race, and that just shows that she knew what she was doing. Position it well. Incredible that she actually tried to go out as early as she did. She didn't wait for it, she didn't go late, and she performed.
Kappa Alpha Theta has gone back-to-back again, and they become the first women's team with 10 championships in this race.
Get ready to see them in yellow again next year, and God, they look good in it.
And for Bailey Capella, 2 years in a row now, she has finished on the bike for Theta. They have won Alpha Chi Omega.
There's Beaumont running with Chesky into the lane by herself. Counted and the foul.
They just teed up Beaumont. They teed her up.
That is one of the softest technicals I've ever seen at any level of basketball, if that's on Beaumont, because she has every right to say something after that.
Oh, of course. I mean, she just made the play of the game, gave her team a 67-58 lead.
If that's a technical on Beaumont, that is ridiculous.
I mean, she just had a huge three. She gets the steal, goes down, and makes an improbable and one. The energy and the crowd is there. Obviously, she's going to show emotion. And right now, they are thinking about giving her a technical.
And the referee's also talking to Cece Aleko, gestured as though there was a technical foul there. Terry Morin looking for some clarification.
And Terry Morin has every right to be upset.
And the referee's explaining things to the scorer's table. We'll see if we can figure out if that's assessed to Beaumont. That is a very soft call.
But nonetheless, the Hoosiers have finally found a way to pull away.
And Terry Morin flabbergasted, bewildered, if you will.
She's shocked. You can see it on her face. Beaumont shocked too. But what are you going to do?
Beaumont still asking questions of the referees, and the fans have questioned some calls made on the floor. This one, if it holds, I think it was a technical on Eastern Michigan after all that. No, Beaumont's facial expression, it's hard to tell. It was a technical on Eastern Michigan, which is even more puzzling because I didn't see anything. Beaumont's not going to complain.
I think we would have been just fine with no technical foul involved.
1-0 her way. Skies that one, deep right field, looking up, ball game. Brianna Copeland. A 2-run shot in the bottom of the 5th inning. And at 11-3, it's Indiana once again flashing the bats.
Another walk-off run rule for the Hoosiers and back-to-back games. It's a great shot from Brianna Copeland.
Will Moore, who's in the on-deck circle, could represent the tying run. So this game clearly far from over. Indiana has a new sense of life as well.
2 balls and 1 strike. The pitch to Malamazian, hit deep into left field. That ball is gone! Cooper Malamazian, the freshman, with a huge 2-run blast. It's 6-5 in the 8th.
Just what we thought would happen for this Indiana team. McCoy goes out, Johnson comes in, and immediately Indiana's able to cash in. And Adam, that's how quickly things can change. It's a completely new ball game here at Bart Kaufman Field.
Really kind of have to have it at this point in time. Attempt to steal at home. Giroir throws. Not in time. Tyler Cerny just stole home. And the Hoosiers add another one to their tally. It's a 3-run game. Joker got caught sleeping.
Holy moly. We saw last week Cerny bluff towards home, forced to balk. He just went. Giroir wasn't looking. What a play. That's how you manufacture a run.
Cespedes is 1 strike away from getting out of this inning. And if you would have told me whenever Cerny was able to make his way over to third that Indiana would not win this game here in the bottom of the 9th, I would have been shocked.
Was it third with no outs? Now there's 2 outs. 2-2 pitch. Has driven into left field. It's going to get down. Comeback complete. The hero, Will Moore.
How about that? 0 for 2 on the day. He had reached only on free passes. All it took was one swing of the bat. A big-time comeback for the Hoosiers, a heartbreaking defeat for the Terrapins. And the incredible day put together by Kyle McCoy was all for nothing. A furious comeback by this Indiana offense. It was just a matter of time. The question would be whether he had enough time. Little slapper over in the opposite field, and that's all it took. And now that pass ball plays an even bigger part in that Indiana win.
Say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there.
$55 million or $55 million over 2 years with the Cubs, and now he too stands to gain more in free agency. So that strategy Scott Boras has taken with some of these players over the years, I've been critical of it at times because it seems like when he gets those short deals, you're wondering, well, is he reading the market correctly? But time and again, go back to Matt Chapman was another one. These have worked out pretty well for him, and we'll see how it goes with Bregman and Bellinger coming up.
Ken, is Scott Boras the type of agent that will allow perhaps a short-term deal once for a client, but not twice for the same guy?
That seems to be the way this goes, Alana. And